Hello students, so in this video we will be solving questions related to distance of a point from a line measured along a line. Okay, so the first question says if the distance of the point P 43 alpha beta is less than 0 from the line, okay, along a line with direction ratios is 13 root 10 then alpha square plus beta square. So let us try to represent it in the form of a diagram. The distance of this point from the line. Okay, now this line is given in vectors form. So okay, it is given in the form of a plus mu into b. Now this represents, a bar represents point and b represents the direction. I hope you are aware of this, right? So what is the fixed point through which this line is passing? It is 4 comma 0 comma minus 1. And what is the direction of this line? That is 2 comma 0 comma 3, right? I hope you understood this. Now distance of point P along a line with the direction ratios. Okay, the line is something like this, right, whose direction is 3 comma minus 1 comma 0. If this is P, let us say this is Q. So what did he give us? He has told that PQ is 13 root 10. Now then alpha square plus beta square, beta is less than 0. Now we will do one thing, we will assume the point Q on the second line. So now second line in three-dimensional geometry can be written as, now this line equation I am writing it as L2 is x minus 4 divided by 2 is y minus 0 divided by 0 is equals to z plus 1 divided by 3. This is x1, y1, z1, this is a, b, c, right? So x minus x1 by a, y minus y1 by b, z minus z1 by c. Let us say this is mu. So what will x be equals to? That will be 4 plus 2 mu. And what will y be equals to? That will be 0. And z will be equals to 3 mu minus 1. I hope you are understanding this, students. So q is nothing but 4 plus 2 mu and comma y comma 3 mu minus 1. So clearly, now this point q also lies on the first, this line. Now this is L1. Point q lies on L1. For that we need to find the equation of L1. Now L1 is passing through P and parallel to 3 comma minus 1 comma 0. So we can write that equation as x minus x1 divided by a is equals to y minus y1, that is alpha, divided by b is equals to z minus z1 divided by c. Now q lies on L1, right? Q lies on L1, right? So see, what do we do is, firstly we will assume the point q on the second line and then we'll satisfy that point q on L1. That is the method here, dear students, right? I hope you understood this. So replace x with this value. So we get 4 plus 2 mu minus 43 by 3 is equals to, instead of I will write 0, instead of z we will write 3 mu minus 1 minus beta divided by this. Okay, so we can first equate these two. If I equate these two, I get 0 into minus alpha. Okay, so we get minus alpha by minus 1 is alpha is equals to 3 mu minus 1 minus beta by 0. Cross multiply, we get 0 is equals to 3 mu minus 1 minus beta. Okay, fine. So we can say 3 mu is equals to beta plus 1. And from here, if I equate these two now, if I equate these two, I get 2 mu minus 39 divided by 3 is equals to minus alpha by minus 1. So if I cross multiply, I get 2 mu minus 39 is equals to 3 alpha. So we have alpha and beta in terms of mu. Yeah. So now we have to find alpha and beta, right? So we'll do one thing. So this is point q, right? 4 plus 2 mu comma 0 comma 3 mu minus 1, and p is 43 comma alpha comma beta. The distance between p and q is 13 root 10. So we have to make use of that factor, dear students. So let us do one thing. We will eliminate mu and replace mu in terms of alpha and beta. So 4 plus 2 mu. Okay, so we'll do one thing. 2 mu is equals to 39 plus 3 alpha. This is one thing. And 3 mu minus 1 is beta. Okay. So that means point q will now be, instead of 4 plus 2 mu, what can we write? 4 plus 39 plus 3 alpha comma 0, and 3 mu minus 1 can be written as beta. Okay. So I think we get 3 alpha plus 43 comma 0 comma beta as q, and I think p is 43 comma alpha comma beta. Perfect. Now distance pq is, I think 13 root 10. So we can write 13 root 10 here. So under so pq distance will be 3 alpha plus 43 minus 43 will be 3 alpha whole square plus 0 minus alpha is minus alpha whole square plus beta minus beta is 0. So we get 13 root 10 here. So 9 alpha square plus alpha square is 10 alpha square. So we get under root 10 alpha square is equals to 13 root 10. And we get mod alpha into root 10 is equals to 13 root 10. Under root alpha square is mod alpha. So therefore we get mod alpha is equals to 13. That means therefore alpha is equals to plus or minus 13. I hope you have understood this point, dear students. Now I think he is telling that beta is less than 0, right? So we'll do one thing. So for that we'll try to identify the relation between alpha and beta. So for that we have to, I think, introduce mu now. Correct now? Beta is 3 mu minus 1. That means see, mu should be negative. For if mu is negative, then beta is negative. Okay, we'll do one thing. We will write this part. 2 mu is equals to 39 plus 3 alpha. Okay, if I take alpha as positive, then mu will be positive, and if mu is positive, then beta will be positive. So that for that reason I will be taking alpha as minus 13. So we get 2 mu is equals to 39 plus 3 into minus 13. So this will be 2 mu is equal to 39 minus I think 3 into 13 is 39. So that means mu is 0, right? Okay, mu could be 0 also. That's an interesting thing. That means if mu is 0, beta will be 3 into mu minus 1. That means 0 minus 1, beta will be minus 1. So dear students, you may be having a question, what if alpha is 13? You can check it yourself. If alpha is 13, mu will be positive and beta will be positive. So that's why we can reject that value of alpha. So anyways, that means alpha is equals to minus 13 and beta is equals to, I think, minus 1. So alpha square plus beta square is what is being asked, I think. So that's the question. So that should be minus 13 whole square plus minus 1 whole square. So that should be 169 plus 1. So 170 should be the answer. Let us check it. Okay, so 170 should be the answer. This is a numerical integer type question. So fine. Now let us go to the next question, dear students. Next question says, let L be the line, okay, and S be the set of all points on L, okay, whose distances from the line along the line is 7, okay. Then sigma ABC. Okay, now I think this question, so we'll do one thing. Let L be the line. So this line is something like this. It is passing through, now it is passing through minus 1 comma minus 1 comma minus 3. In the direction of this line is 2 comma 3 comma 6. Now let S be the set of all points ABC on this line. Now ABC can be anywhere on this. Let us say this is ABC. Like that, there are multiple points, such points whose distance from the line, whose distance from this line. Now the line, okay. So we'll do one thing. We'll just erase this and draw it in a simpler way. So let L be the line. This S be set of all points. So let me take this point as ABC, whose distance from the line. Now we'll try to draw this particular line. That means this line, which is passing through minus 1 comma minus 1 comma 9, and the direction ratios of this line are 2, 3, 0, right? So the distance of this point from the line along this line, right? Distance of from along the line L. That means the direction ratios of this line should be 2 comma 3 comma 6, right? I hope that is clear. So let us say this is point A and this point B. So what did he give the students? He has told that AB is equals to 7, right? AB is equals to 7. Now what should we do? As we have done in the previous question, let us once again assume the point B on the second line, right? Second line is this. So how do we assume? Let us write down the second line equation, that is x plus 1 divided by 2 is equals to y plus 1 divided by 3 is equals to z minus 9 divided by 0. That should be equals to lambda. Again, we get x is equals to 2 lambda minus 1. Let us say this is lambda 1. Now y will be equals to 3 lambda 1 minus 1 and z will be equals to 9. Okay. That means point B, I am assuming it as 2 lambda 1 minus 1 comma 3 lambda 1 minus 1 comma 9. Okay. Now this point B lies on L1. That is one thing, right? Let us replace lambda 1 on line L1. What is L1 here? L1 is this equation, right? So we can write L1 as x plus 1 divided by 2 is equals to y plus 1 divided by 3 is equals to z plus 3 divided by 6. So we will replace this point B on or we will satisfy point B on line L1. So we get 2 lambda 1 minus 1 plus 1 divided by 2 is equals to 3 lambda 1 minus 1 plus 1 divided by 3 is equals to 9 plus 3 divided by, I think, 6. So here we get this as 2 lambda 1 by 2 is this should be lambda 1 is equals to minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. Again we get lambda 1 here, and that will be equal to 12 by 6 is 2. That means lambda 1 is 2. Okay, that means we get the point B as 2 into 2 is 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 into 2 is 6, 6 minus 1 is 5, comma 9. Okay, that's fine. Now the distance between A and B is 7. We have to use that condition definitely, but the interesting thing is, if I try to keep 3 variables here, A, B, C are 3 variables, then we have to solve for 3 equations. Instead of that, what can we do is, we will assume a point on AB. That means first line. We will assume a point on this, on the, this is the first line, right? Correct? Yes, because A lies on this first line. So we will assume a point on that line as a, now equate this to, let us say lambda 2. That means what? X will be equals to, or let us say instead of lambda 2, let us say it is k. So we can write x as 2k minus 1, y will be 3k minus 1, and z will be 6k minus 3. So instead of ABC, we'll do one thing. We'll write 2k minus 1, 3k minus 1, and 6k minus 3. So now we have a single variable. I think the game will be very, very easy now. So distance between A and B is 7. So we can use that. So point A is nothing but 2k minus 1. Then comma 3k minus 1, comma 6k minus 3, and point B is 3 comma 5 comma 9, and distance between A and B is 7. So AB whole square should be equals to 49. So we get a 2k minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4, plus 3k minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6, plus 6k minus 3 minus 9 is minus 12. So I think you are understanding this, dear students. We are just trying to find out the distance between A and B. So we can take 2 common from the first part. So we get 2 square is 4 times k minus 2 whole square. Plus from here we can take 3 common. So we get 3 square as 9. Wow. So from here we can take 6 common. So we get 6 square is 36. Interesting. So 36 plus 4 is 40. 40 plus 9 is 49. Wonderful. So we get 49 times k minus 2 whole square is equals to 49. That means therefore k minus 2 whole square is equals to 1. That means k minus 2 is equals to plus or minus 1. K will be equals to 2 plus or minus 1. That means k will be either 3 or 1. If k is 3, then point A will be, if k is 3, then point A will be 2 into 3 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. And 3 into 3 is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. And 6 into 3 is 18. 18 minus 3 is 15. And if, let us say this is A1. And if k is 1, we get 2 minus 1 is 1, and 3 minus 1 is 2, and 6 minus 3 is 3. I hope you are following this. We are replacing the values of k in this part. So this is nothing but A comma B comma C. So sigma S, right? Sigma of A comma B comma C. I think that is what he's asking here, right? Right. So this should be sigma A1 plus sigma A2. That should be 5 plus 8 plus 15 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. So 15 plus 5 is 20, 20 plus 8 is 28, 28 I think plus 6, this should be 34, 34 should be the answer. Yes, that's it. Option 2 is correct. Thank you for watching this video, dear students. Meet you with the next one.